Chapter 2. I Have a Bomb. Florence Schaffner froze mid-step. She looked down at the man in 18C. Dark suit, dark glasses, calm expression, and then to the envelope in her hand. She pulled it open. The handwriting was neat, printed in block letters. "Miss, I have a bomb in my briefcase. I want you to sit next to me." A slow pulse began to thud in her ears. She glanced at his face, expecting some twitch of nervousness, some giveaway. But there was nothing, only a faint, measured smile. He gestured toward the empty seat beside him. "Please," he said, as if offering her a spot at a card table. Florence slid into the seat, clutching the note. "You're serious?" He placed the briefcase on his knees, snapped it open. Inside were 4 red cylinders wired to a large battery pack. The wires were taped neatly, bundled with electrical connectors. Not haphazard like a movie prop. It looked real, too real. He shut the case gently. "I want $200,000 in cash," he said evenly, as if ordering a sandwich. "In 20s, 4 parachutes, 2 main, 2 reserve, and a fuel truck waiting in Seattle to top us off for a trip south." Florence tried to keep her voice steady. "I'll have to tell the captain." "Of course." He leaned back in his seat, the faintest hint of a smile tugging at his mouth. "Take your time." The word spreads forward. In the cockpit, Florence relayed the message to Captain William Scott, co-pilot First Officer William Rattazak, and flight engineer H.E. Anderson. The reaction was immediate. Eyes widened, shoulders stiffened. The captain picked up the radio, contacting air traffic control and relaying the situation to Northwest Orient headquarters. Within minutes, the FBI's Seattle field office was on the line. They were already scrambling. Back in the cabin, Cooper was as composed as ever. He had removed his sunglasses for a moment, rubbing the bridge of his nose, revealing sharp, steady eyes. When he put them back on, the reflection of the cabin lights hid them once again. Florence returned, notebook in hand, jotting down details for the ground. Cooper was precise. Altitude, speed, the exact denominations of the money. He even specified that the parachutes should be civilian style, not military rigs. Small talk in the sky. As the plane banked gently over Puget Sound, Cooper spoke with her in an almost conversational tone. He asked where she was from, whether she enjoyed flying. He remarked that she should get a meal when they landed. When she glanced nervously toward the other passengers, he said quietly, "Don't worry, they'll all be fine. I'm not here to hurt anyone." At one point, he even offered to pay for his bourbon and soda, sliding a crumpled bill toward her. She declined. The crew told the passengers there was a minor mechanical issue and that they'd be delayed in Seattle. Outside the windows, the fading daylight gave way to darkness. The rain streaked harder across the glass. On the ground, FBI agents rushed to gather the money, recording each serial number. A local skydiving school was contacted for parachutes. At the airport, police cordoned off the arrival gate. Inside, Flight 305, the mood was strangely calm, at least for those unaware of the truth. A businessman snored in his seat. The mother with the toddler soothed her child with a storybook. Only the crew and Cooper knew the reality. The plane was now part of a chess game being played at 10,000 feet. Florence glanced at her watch. They'd been in the air far longer than the short hop to Seattle required. The delay was stretching, the circles over the Sound widening. She brought Cooper another drink. "You look nervous," he said, studying her face. "I am nervous," she admitted. "Good. It means you'll stay sharp." There was no menace in his tone, just a strange, disarming calm. When she left his side again, he took a drag from his cigarette, exhaling slowly, watching the smoke curl toward the overhead light. Outside, the lights of Seattle shimmered in the distance. He knew the money was ready. The question now was whether the ground would play along and whether the sky would hold for his jump.